We are in a market where a lot of sellers have this great rate of 3%, 2%, 3.5%, and they're sitting there saying, this isn't the right house for me, but I can't let go of this rate, or a house that's racking up days on the market and it's not selling and they don't want to lower the price. So what do we do? Sell or rent, we've tried to make this really easy. This is a simple scenario where you can go in and say, how much did they buy the house for? So original purchase was 5.25. Now remember guys, this is a new feature. When you put an address in for a property, we can go in and tell you last year's tax record, and we can also go back and tell you the last loan that was recorded. And if we don't have the rate, depending on your state or the property, we can tell you the average rate for that year, and that usually will get you close enough as you're trying to do this analysis and try to figure out what's best for your seller. If we know when they bought it and we know what today is, we can kind of amortize those payments as long as they made their payments and give you an idea what their payoff should be. So simple, easy, add the address. And then the other questions you have to have is, what are you planning on listing it for? So I'm gonna say we're gonna list the property for 6.25, and then it needs one more question answered. What do you think you could rent the property for? So I put in 3,800. I'm gonna touch compute, and real quickly, we're gonna run a net sheet for you. So the sell box is gonna say, if you sell today, you'd clear about 191,000. If you wanna put it on the market and rent it, and we've made some assumptions here based on your market, depending on rental increases and appreciation and that kind of stuff. But renting it for 2 years, you should clear about 255. So we have two net sheets, one today and one in 24 months. So I don't know what's best for you. I don't know what your cash situation is, but if this is locking you in a home that's sitting and you're not willing to reduce the price, here's another alternative for us to look at. Or what if I look 5 years out? This is now a really meaningful number where maybe I'd prefer to go ahead and just rent this house out and let's go find another house and buy. These are real scenarios for this market. And a lot of times we have trouble getting to the brass tacks, what makes sense. And maybe it says this scenario doesn't make sense for a seller, or maybe it does, but they just need to have the information.